Hi, this is Fabian Trahan, and welcome to Ectophobia Radio, the ParaSanctum podcast.
Hi, this is Fabian. This is episode 23 of the ParaSanctum podcast. Last night, me and cousin Lisa had a show on liveparanormal.com. Shout out to liveparanormal.com. And we talked about autumn and some of the traditions that surround Samhain. It's a reflection of what I did a year ago. So I hope you enjoy this excerpt of our live broadcast on Scanning the Frequencies.
Hello. Welcome to Scanning the Frequencies. We have Fabian and Lisa. Hey, Fabian, how you doing?
What's up?
What's up? What's going on? What is going on? How you been?
Oh, I've been fine. Loving the cooler weather.
Yeah,
the fall,
I know.
the autumn. It's my favorite time of the year. It's coming up on that time for all of us, gals and ghouls.
Yes.
Or guys and gals. How's it go? Is it guys and ghouls or ghouls and gals?
Ghouls and gals and ghouls and
and vampires and I guess what I bought.
What?
I bought the retractable vampire teeth.
Oh,
Retractable?
did you?
Yeah, I found them on Amazon.
Oh,
and I'm
my God.
I'm gonna freak everybody out with them as soon as they come in next week.
They're retractable so that you could just come out when you want them to?
Yeah, you use your tongue. You touch them with your tongue, and you
that's
flip
the
them,
trip.
and they come down. So
you have to wear them on Halloween.
Oh.
But speaking of autumn and fall, this is the season where everybody gets spooky. And if I see one more Christmas decoration,
Yeah.
All right.
Christmas they're already trying to shove it up our butt, ain't they?
Yeah, they are. Okay,
Yeah.
I know. I've heard. Yes. Well, we got to get through this Halloween and the change of seasons. We got the fall equinox. We got so much going on right now. I mean, like Halloween this year should be. We went through the pandemic, so this year's Halloween should be fantastic.
Oh yeah. Well, last year on the ParaSanctum podcast, shout out to the ParaSanctum podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can hear my 22 episodes of the ParaSanctum podcast, and the delightful Lisa is on 2 of those, about to be 3 of them. And just thank you all for the support there. It's through Anchor, which is owned by Spotify. And I did some podcasts about Halloween a year ago, starting July of last year. Back in 2005, I actually had done the history of Halloween with a friend named Ricky Branch. And when I had the Ghost Cams experiment portal back in the late 90s, early 2000s. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Peter James, who used to come visit my Ghost Cam portal. His birthday just passed recently, and we still miss Peter James very much.
Yes, he was great.
He was a very, very cool dude. He was a fine gentleman, very well-spoken, extremely intelligent. I was honored to have got to know him on that capacity where he'd come and visit the Ghost Cam's experiment portal back in 2005, 2006, and he told me that it was a great idea and it was going places. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Peter James and John Temporelli, Sophia Temporelli, and Shirley Temporelli, some really great friends of mine. They've got the Ghost Host show. But anyway, back to the podcast, Lisa, cousin Lisa.
Cousin Fabian, we have 2 cousins on the same track here. Yes, it is. Yes. We are family. Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
The ParaSanctum podcast. And the show's the Ghost Host show on Live Paranormal. Y'all don't miss that. That's a great show. I was honored to be on it in 2013, like I said before.
Yep.
But on the podcast a year ago, I was talking about the history of Halloween. I went back to a 2005. I wrote an article on it, and it was an extensive article about the history of Halloween with Ricky Branch.
Wait, fill us in a little bit about the history, what you learned.
Yeah, well,
right.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, as we know, the equinox, the autumnal equinox just passed. That means the days are fixing to get, and already are, getting shorter. They're going to get much shorter. Dark is going to be on us again. Of course, as you know, the autumnal equinox, the ancient Celts and the Druids and what they have of the Druids, because most of the history was lost of the Druids because the Romans came in and sacked the Druids and destroyed their history, which is an absolute travesty. There's so many beautiful things that we could have learned, but history's written by the victors, so they destroyed the history of the Druids. They didn't like the way they were sacrificing. They claimed they were sacrificing humans, but then, a lot of people wonder, if it's written by the victors, then that means it's biased. A lot of people believe that the Druids were written about badly. Caesar and all of them had written really bad things about them, and it was early form of character assassination propaganda.
Yep. We know that. We know. Look at Salem witch trials. Do you really think they were witches? They weren't witches. Okay.
No, they were just getting They were getting land. That was all about a big land grab. Yeah. We talked about that last time.
Exactly. So with the Druids, the same thing.
The Druids. Yeah. Well, to start at the beginning that I'm aware of, it actually goes back to Neolithic peoples. They believe that Stonehenge itself. Which a lot of people, and I may upset a lot of people, but I'm just going by the scientific aspect of it, that they had studied to try to learn who built the stones at Stonehenge, the Ring of Brodgar in the British Isles, all the rings of stones. And they're saying it's about 4,000 to 6,000 years ago. And they really, to this day, all they know is that it's the Neolithic peoples of Britain. I wonder if it was what was the Beaker people? You ever heard of the Beaker people?
No, I don't think so. But we don't know who put them there.
Well,
you know what I mean? They're ancient. They're so ancient.
Right. And did you know? Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, if you think about it, there's Jupiter. Sorry, I didn't mean to go ADHD.
Oh, no. I've been seeing it.
All right. Yeah. There it is. It is bigger than night. Okay. I just had to get that out there. But when you think about it with Stonehenge and whatnot, and with even doing ancestry, going back through all the paperwork, going all the way back 2,000 years, because the Van Brunt side, you can, and Campbell and Stewart, you can just sail right backwards. You see how the migration was, of peoples. So if we
they were nomadic.
Right. So if we don't think that people could have migrated before we had records, okay, you know what I mean? They could be from anywhere, or you know what I mean, and have but whoever created it with a purpose, a design,
they did.
A purpose.
And that's what I was gonna say. The Stonehenge actually aligns with the sun. And it'll, I believe it's at the winter solstice and the summer solstice. It aligns on either end of it. But it sounds through some certain type of stones there. Sorry.
Yes, it runs.
I got a bug in my mouth just now. Yuck. And I'm not into all that. I'm not into all that bug-based hamburgers and shit like that.
Oh, no, thank you. Me neither. Okay.
Did you hear the crunch? No.
Yeah, right. No. You have the window open and the bug just said, whoa.
That Halloween about Stonehenge and about all those awesome Neolithic sites that they have over in the British Isles. Yeah. A lot of people believe that the Druids, they didn't, they're trying to say that maybe the Druids have a gathering there. And it's more of a Welsh type. It's a group that comes in and they come in and they chant and they sing, which is beautiful. And they honor the ancestors. Hey, look, if people want to think like that, that's great. Go in
That's
there
fine.
and chant and love the earth and love
Right.
the stones and
We
get
need
into
to
the
start-
vibe, grab the higher vibration, man. That's good. That's
Yep,
cool.
we need to start loving the earth because the earth is starting. She is getting pissed off. Okay, so we need to give her some love.
Hey, Mother Nature. Hey, here's the deal. If this is straight up. Well, I'm not even going to go into it, but all you got to do is listen to George Carlin tell you what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard him save the planet? He goes crazy. But
Exactly.
George Carlin is, man, shout out to George Carlin.
Yep,
He's forever a prophet.
I know that. Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
But we were talking about about the autumn, the leaves, the beautiful changing of the seasons, changing of the guard. In ancient times, they believed that the sun was vanquished by the moon. I'm not sure if you ever heard that. And even the Egyptians believed that the dark destroyed the sun until reborn. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
Like it's kind of beautiful. It's beautiful because you're reborn every day. You know, like if you think about it.
Yeah. So Osiris, I think it was Osiris and someone else. Maybe someone can educate me or remind me of what it was.
They with the change of seasons, everything falls. All the leaves fall off the trees. Everything goes into a slumber, or you know what I mean. Loses everything only to regrow again in spring.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a really important change in the seasons, and if we look at it in our life, also think about it. Sometimes you got to let the things fall and go away just to regrow.
Yeah,
so
that's you got to go through a nightmare sometimes to create a miracle.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather not go through so many nightmares.
Well, that's a little harsh. But
really?
if Mother Nature got pissed off enough, we're all done.
I know, and that's
We're
why
finished.
we must be nice. And Halloween and the whole thing with Stonehenge and Halloween and the Jews and everything. You know, what did they do? They respected and worshipped nature. So
that's right. Oh, nature. Oh, you just brought up a good topic. Did you know the reason? The vampire bat. You know why the vampire bat became a symbol of the fall? And do you want to know? Do you want to know? I got a little rough draft.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
know.
because all the fires that were being burned in the old Ireland, you know, and like on the hill of Tara and places like that, and obviously in the stone circles and everything. Well, the light from the fires would draw bugs.
Oh, yeah.
So you get all these bugs around the top of the fire, and the people gathered around the fire would see the bats flying and swooping down, not really understanding that they were just getting some snacks. But seeing the bats gained their place in, in this time of Halloween, which is basically Samhain. It's the old festival of Samhain. Samhain is the correct pronunciation.
It is.
I've heard it pronounced Samhain and other things, but Samhain is what I've heard most scholars refer to it as. And Samhain is the ancient festival.
Yes.
To celebrate the end of the year. The end of the year, because the end of the year was when the harvest was brought in, and that's when the colder times came in, and people used to keep the hearth fire lit. A lot of people don't realize why candles are lit up all over Pennsylvania in the windows. That refers to the hearth light. It's a representation of welcome home.
Yes, it is.
Which comes from a more older representation of the hearth fire from ancient Celtic practice. Oh, another one I'd like to run by.
We had them in our
Go
house.
ahead.
We had them in our house too. My mom, even in Jersey, the candles in the windows. Yep. Especially during the seasons. Yep. Especially. Yeah. And by the way, I just saw a bat.
Yeah. They must have been listening.
I know.
Hey, listen to Scanning the Frequencies. Squeak.
Yep. Squeak. It was
no. It wouldn't be squeak. It would be wow, 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 wow.
Right. Oh, my God. Right. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But I mean, Halloween now, everybody is like getting in the celebration mood. You know what I mean? Everybody's
yeah.
You've got all of the scared places, you know, the haunts, where, you know, where you go in. If you put my daughter Jade in one, she's got a fear of clowns.
Oh, goodness. So does my daughter, Courtney.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. My wife is mean. She'll send pictures of it to her phone just to mess with her, you know.
I do the same thing to Jade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! But everybody's like getting like, and especially this year now. Like I noticed all of it's open. Like Penhurst is open again. Fort Mifflin's having candlelight.
Yeah,
tour.
no.
Like you know the whole 9 yards. And if anybody has not been to a Fort Mifflin candlelight tour, please go, because
that's great.
They just it's awesome. Okay, and then like, they're having stuff like Bates Motel. All the cool stuff. People get into the mood and they get into the whole spirit of Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's all because of ancient times.
Hey, and we bring him back, dwelling on the ancient.
Yes.
Do you know the story of Stingy Jack?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I might,
well,
but I don't know.
We'll see in old Ireland, and they carved turnips instead of pumpkins.
Oh, that's what I know. Okay.
I don't think they were aware of pumpkins.
Right.
I'm not sure they had them. I know Shakespeare called them Pompillon in The Merry Wives of Windsor, and that was like the medieval ages. So I'm not sure if the ancient Irish were aware of pumpkins, or they may have had squash and things like that, but I don't think the British Isles knew what pumpkins were back, that long ago in Irish mythology and Irish history. But Jack was a stingy old man, and and one day he got the devil up in an apple tree and carved a cross and wouldn't let the devil down. He was so mean.
Oh.
So you know what he does? The devil says, I got to get down from here. I got to run hell. So Jack's got this cross on the trunk of the tree, and the devil's like, you remove that so I can get down. And he said, well, you make a deal with me. When I die, you're not going to, I'm not going to go to hell. Right. So the devil says, okay, when you die, you're not going to hell if you do this. I'll keep my bargain with you. So Jack finally dies, right? And Jack is he would like very much, sorry about the noise, I'm driving to work.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay.
He would like very much, at the end of his life, he wants to go to heaven, so he goes and sees St. Peter.
Right.
And St. Peter will not let him in because he's that mean, And then he comes to the devil, and the devil says, well, I'm not letting you in because of the bargain we made. So, and he tells him, he says, well, I'm not letting you in. So Jack is forced, but the devil, so Jack is forced into purgatory. He has to roam eternity. Right. He has to roam all eternity. So the devil has pity on him. He says, I tell you what, I'll give you an ember from hell, and you put it in this lantern, and you can walk through all eternity, but you'll have a lantern to light your way, and that's where... well, it's a rough draft. I bet you there's people listening that are like, boy, he really butchered that, didn't he?
Wait, jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern, that's just a Tennessee way I guess telling you.
It's a jack-o'-lantern.
So that's what the jack-o'-lantern. And how about bobbing for apples? Have you heard of that? Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that when we were
every
kids.
Pennsylvanian would know what that is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We knew what it was like too in Jersey when we were kids. So,
yes, I do actually. Do you know what that means? Do you know where it came from?
I have no clue. What were they trying to drown somebody? No.
No, in ancient times. Well, actually, they believe it came from the custom of Pomona, or I think it was Pomona or Feralia, one of the two customs. It came from the ancient Romans. Pomona. It was Pomona. Okay, and they believed that if you peeled an apple, you peeled the skin, it would turn in such a way that it would reveal the first letter of the person that you were next to marry, or that you were going to marry.
Oh, if you peeled an apple?
If you peeled the apple peel and you put it in water, I believe it was supposed to tell you if you were going to marry a certain person by, let's say it had the letter C.
Like it took a shape, right?
I'm going to marry Charles.
Wait. I want everybody in the audience that's listening to try that.
Yeah. Oh, and if you cut it, and the apples were sacred anyway. They were considered very sacred in the the British Isles. But another thing they said, when you had bobbed and you grabbed the apple, you had to dip your head in the barrel and pull the apple out. Yeah, the first one to do that was also considered the first one to marry as well.
Oh wow, that's true. All these
the first one who could get an apple, in other words.
All these superstitious, like, beliefs, you know what I mean? Like the whole, it's really kind of cute and like symbolic. You know what I mean? It's not like it's bad. You know, there weren't bad things or anything like that. Yeah. I mean, I grew up with superstitions. Like my dad, he'd be like, somebody's talking shit about me. We gotta go see Aunt Mary. She gotta take the eye off me. Okay.
Evil eye.
We gotta go see Aunt Mary. She gotta do the thing. Come on, we gotta go.
Gotta do that mojo.
Yep. So it was like, it was just an oil and water and thing and whatever. But the thing was that it, everything. I guess if you believe it enough, it works.
What was your favorite memory of Halloween, Lisa?
Oh my God! One time.
I'm good at this shit. I'll pop it on you.
Okay. One time, me and my best friend Annie, God rest her soul. Okay, when we were like, I guess about 15 or so, my mom had, because my parents were divorced, but my mom had left, her wig heads, the styrofoam heads, but this had no face. It had no face. It was just a round head, a styrofoam head.
Oh, I used to play with them.
Oh yeah. Me and Annie decided, well, we're going to melt some wax and create a face. Okay. Yeah. We took our time. We molded the nose. We made a legitimate head. Then we took makeup and we painted eyes. We did the whole, it had perfect nose, lips, everything, makeup on, and we put my mother's wig on. Then we took my best friend Annie's clothes, and stuffed them and connected it to the head thing.
Yeah.
All right. And then we put gloves on, stuffed the fingers. We did the whole 9 yards, put shoes on. Sat in the chair, right, with its legs crossed and a hat on.
Oh, wow. That's great, man. That's the way to do it, too.
Wait. But we did it on purpose. My dad was coming home in the middle of the night after working all night at the trucking company.
Oh,
right?
shit. Oh, no.
He comes in. We're hiding in the kitchen. Right?
Yeah.
Behind the door. Yeah. He comes in. All you hear is, "Hi, Annie. Jesus fucking God." Oh, my God, you scared them. What the fuck? He's like, "Where are you two?" And we're giggling and running down the basement. That is about my favorite Halloween.
That is awesome, man.
But he was laughing and chasing. He was cracking up because, he was like, "Hi, Annie," and then looked at the face and was like, "Ah."
Oh, that's incredible.
And we were giggling so hard, and like little kids that even though we were teenagers, and giggling and running and trying to hide in the basement.
Oh, I bet you're going to get your ass busted.
No, he laughed. He couldn't. He laughed. He laughed so hard, though, because we just...
Oh, yeah. Because we turned the light on, and that ain't Annie.
That's basically what happened.
Well, that's one way to do it, man.
Well, that was a good Halloween. What was one of your favorites? That was just the funniest. It was for the Halloween season.
Yeah, I was trying to formulate mine, but you actually reminded me of something very similar, and I had to change my guns in the middle of battle with what I was going to tell you.
Okay, well.
Actually, now I got to go back to my first wife's, her stepdad.
Okay.
You ever been to Spencer's back in the 80s? When
hell yeah.
When we were teenagers?
I practically lived there.
I lived there, yes. Yes, I lived there.
Yep.
Well, anyway, I was one day, I was going by a dumpster behind the mall, and I saw one of them clown things. That you remember
Oh.
they would spit on you and laugh.
Yes.
Yeah, I found one that had been thrown away, and it was laying over by the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
So me being the original engineer I was when I was a kid, taking radios apart and fixing them and things like
Right.
that, I saw that thing, and there wasn't a way to fix the upper part of it.
Right.
But the little was still in there, and the little sprayer and the little tube where you put the water in and everything was
I
still
remember that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So my
yes.
ex-father-in-law, me and him used to get in a lot of arguments. He didn't like. They come to live with us. They were needing somewhere to stay.
Right.
And they got kicked out of Section 8 for, I guess, I don't know. But
Wow.
they needed somewhere to stay, and I got a small house,
Mm-hmm.
and we were living. That was me and Melissa's first house.
Right.
And at some time in the past, I'd gotten one of those. The toilet seat was broke. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you're probably going to figure out where I'm going with this next. It's kind of a spoiler. I bought one at the time. It was like brand new. The new, remember the foam toilet seat when they first come out in the 80s?
Oh God.
Like the real high hat toilet,
Yep.
So I'd had one of those, and I'm gotten to thinking, I'm gonna get this son of a bitch back.
Right.
So what I did, I thought of that on the way home. I grabbed that thing out of the dumpster, and I took the toilet seat off.
Oh, no.
And I cut a slit in the toilet seat on the back side of it.
Right.
And I worked all of those components into the toilet seat.
Oh,
so what ended up happening, and I also put the little stream thing, I put the little sprayer right underneath the bottom where you couldn't see it, so that when it sprayed. So when he come over, and the first night he took a shit in my bathroom, it shot water up and went, and this was on Halloween Eve. It was on Halloween. It was on the 30th of October, 1987. I'll never forget it.
Oh my God.
30th of October, 1987. And
oh my God.
He come flying out of there. And he come, you son of a bitch, I know you did this. I know you did it, you little blankety blank.
Yep. But you said it's Halloween.
And I said, you still needing a place to stay?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that was pretty damn funny.
Well, he changed that tune. He changed that tune. Oh my God.
But that. Well, I was going to tell you, I had a ball talking with you tonight.
Me too.
I'm looking forward to doing this again.
Oh, so am I. Yes, we'll do it next week if you're available.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to be available anytime you need me, as long as it's on my way to work. Got to ignore the traffic. With the noise canceling working, okay?
It works perfect. It works absolutely perfect. Yes, I can hear you absolutely perfect. Perfect.
That's
and I've got my headphones on, too. So
well, I'll tell you what. I will be there for you as much as I possibly can. I love you.
Yes, I love you, too. All right, we'll end this here to have a good night.
Yeah.
And because
by the way,
off.
enjoy the cooler weather and the tidings of the leaves, etc., etc.
Okay, and everybody out there who's listening, remember,
later on,
celebrate Halloween early, and make sure you scare as many people as you can.
Do some ghost box sessions.
Yeah, have some fun, make some videos, create some masks, mold some heads, right? Yeah, right, exactly. Just put some masks on, go sneak around the corner when somebody's coming, have some fun. Right? Yep.
Well, I love you.
I love you too. All right.
We'll talk to you again soon, cousin.
All right.
Next
Bye-bye,
week.
everybody.
Next week.
All right.
Next week. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to episode 23 of the ParaSanctum podcast. I hope you take care with whatever it is that you're doing. Have a great rest of September and October. Bye-bye for now.